Hey everyone, and welcome to Mom and Me Unfiltered, the podcast where we keep it real, raw, and relatable. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Zuni, and we're here to share unfiltered conversations about life, love, family, and everything in between. Nothing is off limits, from generational differences to parenting perspectives. We're diving deep, we're laughing loud, and learning as we go.
Let's grab a cup of coffee, let's get comfy, and let's get into today's episode.
Today's episode is going to be the boy from Harlem that body slammed the girl. Or the teen girl, the female. let's talk about it. And I know for us it's been a minute because we were both
Sick as a dog.
We were both a little under the weather, so we kind of took a little break.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
And we had to recover. But, during the time of our recovery, we got to watch that video of that teenage boy body slamming that teenage girl. And what's crazy to me is the boy is 14 years old and the girl's 15 years old, so she's a year older than he is. And from the stories that are out there, they attend the same school, and he was trying to get her number, and because she said no, he felt some type of way and decided to harass her. But the other thing I noticed within the video is that, yeah, he was the aggressor, but I don't think that he would have gotten that aggressive or tried to attempt to do anything to that girl had it not been for the friend or the friends, whoever was recording the video. Because you hear the person that's recording the video egging him on, like, oh, you're gonna, you're not gonna do nothing, you're not gonna do anything. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you create a situation where someone else is gonna be harmed in some way, where someone else is gonna have some type of consequence that they have no control over, and that it's not fair to them?
Yeah, and I have to add on to that by saying that by them egging that person on and them saying you're just gonna take no for an answer is saying plain as day that you don't respect that girl's boundaries and respect that girl's choices. Like, take the no for what it is. No, she does not want you. She does not care for you. Just leave her alone.
And the crazy thing is that it's all recorded. So everything that happened with the person that was behind the camera and the people that were being recorded, everything was recorded. Everything was captured on camera.
You see, in this day and age, kids don't realize by using recordings and recording all these things that they've been doing, they're shooting themselves in the foot, because you're plain as day showing that you have evidence to support that person's claim,
that person's actions of what actually occurred. Because you see him as the aggressor. He's pushing the girl. He's telling her, you're not going nowhere. You're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
And she's telling him in the video, stop, move out my way, let me go.
Yeah.
And he's like, you ain't going nowhere. You're not going anywhere. So she turns around to walk away, and he follows after her, and that's when he grabs her and he slams her on the ground. And then on top of slamming her on the ground, he kicks her on the head. He stomps her head. Like, why would you do something like that?
I just find that these actions are so unnecessary. Like, why do this? Why do this? Like, you're hurting someone just because they rejected you? Like, your pride has no place in this right now. Like, let the situation go.
Like that whole scenario should have never played out at all. Like he should have never been following her. He should have never, been physical with her, grabbing her or touching her in any way, shape, or form. What he should have been doing was trying to get himself home after school instead
Yeah,
of worrying about some girl that either rejected him or some girl that he just wants to follow and be possessive over. And is really, that's really crazy because
and concerning.
this is a 14-year-old that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what this person is going to turn into as he gets older if that is not stopped, if that behavior isn't managed, if that
Yeah.
behavior isn't corrected.
Yeah, because that's plain as day saying this person's gonna end up being a abuser or a rapist.
Because you're out there putting your hands on a girl, and he was a pretty tall kid for a 14-year-old. And this girl was petite. Like, she wasn't a big girl for him to, like, grab her the way he did, and he threw her on the ground. She wasn't moving, and then he just stomped her in the head. And what's even more confusing to me is when people are trying to talk to his parent about what happened, she's flipping it around and saying that she was the one bullying him, that the female was the one bullying her son, that the female was the one saying all of these negative things to her son. But nowhere in that video is that girl being shown as an aggressor or
Exactly.
the aggressor. So how can you stand there in the public
Mm-hmm.
and defend your son against violence towards a woman?
And that's also another thing that needs to take into account. It all starts at home. It all starts at home. Because your parent is the one who teaches you
Right
right
from
from
wrong.
wrong. And I know that if I did something like that, or if my brother or sister did something like that, you be on us. There'll be no excusing what we did.
Right, because if you are out there doing something to someone else that you shouldn't be doing, as a parent, my job is to make sure that it doesn't happen again and
Mm-hmm.
that that behavior is corrected. Because I don't want my children to be a menace to society.
Exactly.
But this mother doesn't care if her son is a menace to society. Like, you're you're a parent and you're accusing the person that was abused by your child. You're accusing that person instead of correcting your child's behavior and, even in public saying, like, my son was wrong. What he did was wrong. He should have never put his hands on that girl because that's what she should have said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my son should have never put his hands on that girl or any female, and I will be correcting my son's behavior. That's what a proper parent does and says to actions like that. But this woman seems like she needs an ass whooping herself.
No lie, because I felt like going through that screen and just wringing her neck, and I'm not a parent.
Because I could not believe when people were posting that they were asking her questions and they posted her responses. And it was like the crazy thing also, what I sensed and saw was that she was enjoying the attention.
Yeah, that's mm-mm.
It's like, how could you be enjoying the attention of all of these cameras and people asking you questions and people videotaping you, and you have this smug look on your face,
And I don't,
like you're enjoying it.
yeah, and she's not realizing that this is negative attention. Like, yeah, this is attention, but this is negative attention, and not only is it negative, it's bad on your reputation. It's
Like,
bad on your reputation, and it's showing just who you are.
but that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, where does this lady work? Like, do even her employers, if she works, like see this and like want someone like that working for them, that they're raising an abuser or a child that there's no consequences for his actions? It's like he's the one that was wronged when there's video evidence of what he did and his behavior. Like, where's this child's father?
That's a question too. Like, where's the father in all this?
Right,
Like,
like
what
where
is the father's reaction? Like, because that's also another parent that needs to take responsibility.
so like I can't understand her reaction, because for me, if my child is behaving this way, and especially if there's evidence and there's recording and I see that, the same way that one of my kids body slammed another child, I would be body slamming my child the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, do you like that? Do you like how that feels? Do you like being body slammed? So why would you do that to someone else? Like,
Mm-hmm.
when you were in school and you were fighting, did I ever tell you it was okay and that
No,
what you did was correct?
no. You always made sure that I
You
had
were you were
consequences.
punished, you were scolded, you were yelled at.
There was no excusing my behaviors.
Right. So
There was no
you
excuse.
fought in school, and I was always getting phone calls about you having issues at school with other students. And each time it happened, I never said, Brianna, you were in the right, or oh, Brianna, um,
Yeah,
if
because
they do that to you again, hit them. I would always tell you, stop fighting in school. Stop hitting other students. I'm tired of getting called to school because you're fighting. That's not something that you should be doing in school.
yeah,
And I made sure I let you know I'm getting sick and tired of getting called to school about this behavior. You need to cut it out.
yeah, and
But this mother, she's like, oh, my son was being. I never said, oh, Brianna, you're being bullied. I never said, oh, no, my child was right, to the principal, anybody that was calling me, telling me that you were doing anything. I never ever told them, oh, my child is right, my child is being bullied. No,
mm-mm.
I got the facts. I made sure I knew what went on, and I made sure I let you know how pissed off I was and to fix your behavior.
Mm-hmm.
But this woman, she's over here raising a tyrant. She's over here saying her son is being bullied. And I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of people on the east side on the lookout for this kid.
I wouldn't be surprised
I'm pretty
either.
sure, because his face is all over the internet. And that's another thing
Oh, that's
that
sad for that
that
kid.
right. That's
That's
another
very
thing that
bad.
parents and people need to understand. When there's bad behavior like that, there's people out there that are like vigilantes. And if they feel that justice wasn't served and justice wasn't done, they will take action into their own hands and be like, oh, yeah, you want to go slamming little girls? We're going to take care of you.
Exactly. And not only that, it also affects your future.
Right.
Like, this kid isn't realizing that his actions are going to be seen by future employers and
Because,
future colleges, and he is going to be judged for that.
exactly, because his face, he's famous now.
Yeah.
He's famous. He's all over
No
TikTok.
college is going to want a
He's all
criminal.
over
No
the
employer
internet.
is going to want a criminal.
Well, they're not going to want this bad behavior because you don't know
Yeah,
what.
because it'll be attached to their reputation.
Right, so he has a bad reputation right now. It's not that he's a criminal, he has a bad reputation right now. But this could become criminal activity down the line if the behavior is not corrected. Which I don't understand why that parent is acting like everything is okay. And like you said, she's not realizing all of this is all over the internet. This child, people are looking at this everywhere. And like I said, I've seen videos from males, other males, grown males, that are saying, huh, let me find him.
Yeah.
Let me catch him out there.
Yeah.
So that's also, you should be afraid for your own child, because now people are going to be on the lookout for him. And if they see him, they're going to beat his ass.
Yes.
And if this girl has family members that are outraged about what happened, and she has brothers, uncles, cousins, or anything, any male, her father, any male that feels some kind of way about what happened to her, it doesn't have to be right now, but down the line, that kid is going to get an ass whooping somewhere for what he did to that girl, no matter who does it, whether it's a family member of hers, whether it's just someone that saw the video and was pissed off about it. Eventually, it's going to catch up to him. Why? Because there's karma, and karma will catch up to his little ass. Because I know, as a parent, and I'm not related to that young lady that this happened to, and I hope that she's okay and that everything is okay with her, even though you hear online that she is okay, but that's physically. What about mentally?
Yeah, no. I know that would destroy some of my confidence.
Yeah, and not even that. She's also on the internet now because of what happened to her. And it's like so many people from everywhere have seen it. And you feel some kind of way because you're like, you know what? I didn't ask for that to happen.
And it's humiliating too. Like, you're on the internet being beat up, and that's humiliating. You don't want that to be seen by anyone.
Exactly. So what is that doing to her mentally?
Like I said, that's going to be a hit to the confidence.
And what has that done to her mentally? And that's something that is online now. And like, so many people have seen it, and so many other people are going to see it. And also, the person that was recording the video should be held accountable as well.
Exactly.
Especially for, pushing him to do something about it.
Yeah, that
the mother should be held accountable for her behavior and how she's handling the situation. He should be held accountable, and the person that was behind the camera should be held accountable. That's another little asshole that should get his ass beat.
Like, I don't get how someone could egg someone on to be so violent. Like, it was so unnecessary to do that. Like, why can't you just be like, bro, it happened, leave it alone, and just walk away with your friend?
Because that's not what gets views as well. So
that's another thing. Horrible mentality.
When these kids nowadays, all they want is to record something that's gonna go viral, and it doesn't matter at what cost. They want to record whatever it takes, and even if it's something like that, because they know people are gonna watch it, and they know it's gonna go viral. But the thing is, people are gonna be outraged about it too.
Exactly. I don't get this younger generation's mentality. I really don't, because my generation was raised with sense.
It just seems that every generation evolves. And maybe
and it's for the worst, apparently.
Maybe it doesn't evolve in a good way. And lately it doesn't seem that we're going in the right direction when it comes to the youth and this generation that's out here now, like, running amok, because they're so disrespectful. They don't care about human life whatsoever. It's like nothing and no one matters.
Yeah.
And going viral over a video is what matters.
There's just this disconnect.
So many people are affected by this action, by this thing that happened. So many people were affected by it, and I'm not related to the girl, but even without being related to her, I would still smack the shit out of the mother. I would still smack the shit out of that kid and the kid that recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
I would still want to. I would still just want to smack the crap out of all three of them because they're all three assholes. They're all three of them are assholes.
I just hope that the girl's doing better and is getting the help that she needs.
I hope that her family is, understanding that, you know, physically, whatever bruises and whatever, things like that that hurt her physically will heal, but whatever happened to her mentally is going to take a long time to heal. It's going to take understanding. It might take a little bit of therapy. Just people being there for her and supporting her. And
Yeah, because that baby didn't deserve that. She
and I
didn't deserve that at
no,
all.
and I hope that if anything, they moved her from that school and they moved her somewhere else, or she doesn't have to deal with that boy anymore whatsoever or ever see him again. And I really hope that whatever the law is that's handling that situation, that they punish that boy to the full extent of what they can give him.
Sorry, I just had a thought that boy needs to be on Scare Straight.
Listen, that even Scared Straight with this generation wouldn't even work. But they really need to like give him, like, throw the book at him. Whatever
Yeah.
it is, the worst you can give him the worst that you can give him, because he needs to understand that you don't do that to a female, first of all, and you don't do that to anyone, especially if someone isn't being physical with you. It's okay for you to defend yourself if
Mm-hmm.
someone is being physical with you or trying to be physical
Yeah.
with you, but you don't put your hands on someone. And if someone is asking you or telling you to move out of their way and they're just trying to be on their way and they're not interacting with you or trying to be confrontational with you, leave them alone. Let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you bullying someone and forcefully entrapping someone and not allowing them to move?
Yeah.
Like, that's entrapment. You're entrapping her because
And
you're not letting her,
escalation.
right, you're not letting her move. You're not even letting her leave. She's the one that's trying to de-escalate the situation and saying, let me go.
Yeah.
You're the one that's being aggressive and don't want her to move. So people have free will. It's like, you don't have the right to stop me from doing what I'm doing or from going wherever I want to go. You have
Mm-hmm.
no right to step in front of me and entrap me. And what that's, even though,
Hostage situation.
right, like, you're holding me hostage, you're kidnapping me, like, you're holding me hostage because
Yeah.
you're not letting me move. So I'm hoping, like I said, that they throw the book at that little asshole. And I hope that in the future that video, like, continues to circulate and that he ends up going nowhere where he belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
He just blocked his own blessings.
right, because I don't even think that he has any remorse for what he did. The mother doesn't.
No.
So I'm pretty sure, I haven't seen or heard that there's an apology or an apology video out there for what he
No.
did to that girl. I hope the next video I hear about is that he got his ass whooped. And I know it's unfortunate. I know that's mean. I shouldn't say that. But
No.
people
Because
like that deserve to get their asses handed back to them.
no, it's valid what you're saying because he wasn't raised to be a gentleman, and that's sad.
Yeah, I wonder what type of men this mother likes, that she thinks that. I wonder if she gets body slammed, on a regular basis, and that's normal to her.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently her son doing that to another female is like, oh no, she's bullying him. She's bullying him. She's the one on the ground, but she's bullying him.
This generation. Sad, sad, sad.
It's a sad day when parents don't know how to parent. If you don't want to raise a good, upstanding child, respectful, and successful child, then you shouldn't have children. You shouldn't have children at all. I wonder if this boy has any siblings. Does he have any sisters? And how would he feel
Mm-hmm.
if it was his sister or his mother or a female in his family that this is happening to? Would he like it? Would his mother feel the same way if it was her daughter or a female in her family, if it was happening to her directly? And you know what? Since she feels that her son was the one getting bullied, I wish somebody would go body slam her ass and see if she's gonna say the same thing.
I just had the thought in my head.
You're picturing a lady getting body slammed. Somebody needs to teach her a lesson and be like, how does that feel?
No, because it's true. Like, put someone else in that person's shoes.
But it's unfortunate that, you would have to experience the action.
We're bad, but at the same time, it's understandable.
You have to experience the action in order for you to get it. For
Yeah,
you
no.
to understand it. It's like, how
Like,
does
you
that
have
make
to go
sense?
through it in order to understand it.
Right.
So, like, it's a sad thing, unfortunately, but at the same time, since you lack empathy for others, it shall be done to you.
That would be amazing. And for somebody to record it. So it could be
Body slam part done. Same thing.
somebody to record it and post that shit online on TikTok showing his mother getting body slammed.
I know.
To see if she's still gonna sing the same tune of, oh, she was the one bullying the person and that's why she got body slammed. Listen, I would love to see it. I would love to see that video because
No. I would like to be a fly on that wall.
because sometimes, like you said, people need to get a taste of their own medicine for them to understand and for them to see, like, hey, like, that's just not something you do and that's not something you defend. But put yourself in the other person's shoes and see how you're going to feel.
Yeah.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't body slammed her ass already and shown her what it is like to experience that.
Hey.
I'm too little to body slam her, but I would.
Not if there's two of them. Not if there's two.
No, two people, no, but I'm saying myself. I'm too small to body slam her.
Well, I'm bigger than you, so I could probably.
You want to body slam her?
Listen. I'm a girl's girl. I'm ready to fight for any girl.
Nice. But I'm hoping that girl's walking around with bodyguards or something. Somebody's ready to like kick some ass for her because that was just uncalled for. It was inhumane. That should have never happened to her. And like I said, I hope that boy gets the help that he needs, and I hope they throw the book at him. And that mother, I hope her employer like sees what piece of shit she is as a mother and what type of child she's raising.
Mm-hmm.
And that she's not putting sense into her child. And she's not, telling people like, hey, my son should have never done that to that female. And the fact that she's enjoying the freaking
Attention.
the 5 minutes of fame that she's getting over this. I would, as a parent, I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if one of my children were to be videotaped doing something like that to anyone,
Mm-hmm.
I would be embarrassed.
Yeah, because like you said, children are extension of the parent.
Exactly.
So their actions reflect you. So by her not being embarrassed, that shows. That shows a lot.
And not even that, I would be embarrassed and I would be apologetic to the girl and to her family. Not even just to her and the family. That freaking witch never said, "Oh, I apologize to the girl, on my son's behalf. I apologize to the girl and to her family."
Mm-hmm.
But this woman, no apology, no nothing, smirking like everything is funny, and defending her tyrant of a son.
Not only that, that's someone's baby. How you gonna how you gonna allow that your son to harm someone's
You
baby?
know what? Even better yet, I wish somebody would body slam her and him at the same time. Her and him. Side by side. Just body slam both of them. Because that is crazy that you wouldn't even be apologetic to the child that was harmed by your child. Because even you, when you were fighting in school with kids, I became friendly with one of the parents
Yeah, because the
of,
one that I clocked over the head with the
yes,
recorder.
I became friendly with the mother because she did approach me and she probably expected a different reaction. And I was very apologetic to her. And I explained to her that, I talked to you and that I made sure that I handled the situation and that you weren't gonna be hitting her kid anymore. And it stopped. All of that stopped. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, that parent and I became friendly up until the time that you guys were no longer in that school. But, it was nice that I became friendly with a parent that I wasn't familiar with before, but
Mm-hmm.
it had to be under those circumstances. But if I were a different parent, like this mother, that lady wouldn't have wanted to deal with me. She would have thought I was an asshole and I was raising a tyrant.
Yep.
But this woman didn't even bother to apologize to these people and to that girl. And I think that that girl deserved better and that girl deserved an apology. And she deserved for that parent to acknowledge that what happened to her was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've said enough about this because this situation, I will say, when I saw that video, I was pissed. When I saw the mother talking, I became even more angry at the situation. And like I said, I'm not related to this girl whatsoever. But if I were, it would be an issue. It would be
Mm-hmm.
a bigger issue than, because I would not be sitting here talking about it.
Yeah.
But I know it was something that we needed to discuss because I was really angry when I saw that.
I was upset as well.
So, like I said, hope everyone involved, is doing okay, especially the girl. I hope that that boy gets exactly what he deserves. I hope that mother gets exactly what she deserves. And we are going to leave it here, and we'll see everyone
In the next.
in the next.